mom's is gorgeous. Let me introduce you to my mom, called Mom Dukes.
Hi.
She's getting a drip with me. She's hydrating. What's up, Mom?
Everything's good, baby. I'm here with you.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you too.
My baby.
Mom, freshly dipped though. I was just trying to show you shoes. Yeah, my mom's is single. Mom's is single. I ain't gonna hate on my mom's. She's single. Me and my mom talked about one time doing a dating show with her. And she's so picky. She's so picky, they don't stand. But yeah, that'd be the funniest show in the world.
It will be. Especially with me.
I don't even want to get started if she was doing that. We're not doing that. Cause yeah, my mom's single. Yeah, for real. Mom Duke know how to have a good time. She ain't sitting in the house playing. They outside moving and shaking, baby. She come with me to the strip club. I don't care. For real. It's my dog. You know, I want to live life. Be out here moving and grooving. So my mom told me, she just said, keep moving, baby.
That's right.
Keep moving.
Don't stop.
She could touch the floor with her palms. You know? Flat. Oh! Take pew pew pew.
What is up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you guys are new. Hi, it's Keisha. Nice to meet you all. Get in here because you've got quite a bit to get on into. So whenever I have a turtleneck on, I always feel like I'm fresh out of the 80s, especially when it's like a funky, colourful turtleneck. Either way, we're approaching that season where it's getting extra cold, especially here in London. Like, it's a miracle if I can wake up not freezing, you know? Yeah, we don't have like, I don't know, like it's just flipping cold and I hate it. Anyways, another thing that I hate is hearing these stories about P. Diddy, but the show must go on, and like I've told you guys in every single Diddy video that we've made, there is going to be more that's going to be revealed, that's going to leave us all shickety shockety shook. And this story here that we're going to go ahead and talk about is all alleged, but I do believe that I do have a conspiracy here, and I do have a theory in which I want to go ahead and share. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll take the video down if something can prove otherwise, okay? But I do think we need to understand who we're dealing with here. We're talking about a monster. Now, I do want to go ahead and say, because we're going to be talking about Diddy's mother, I believe that people are not born evil, okay? I know that's a constant conversation online for years and years now. Are people born evil? Are people born evil? No, you learn it from somebody, okay? And I do believe before Diddy, he learned it from his mentor at the time, Clive Davis. But I do also think that we need to go ahead and talk about parenting too. It's very strange, the things that Diddy, you know, has been accused of doing, let's just say, allegedly, even though, you know, we both know what it is. I do think Diddy's mother is giving very much a boy mother, and that to me is my biggest fear. Like, I don't want to... I get it, parents always believe that their kids are like the most purest, innocent beings in the world, but you never know what they get up to behind closed doors. I mean, maybe you do know though. Maybe you were a part of the freak-offs, and that's my conspiracy, which we will go ahead and get on into, and I'm gonna go ahead and share with you guys why that could also be a possibility. Tired of boy mums specifically doing the most to protect their kids? Shut up. If you've got nothing that you can contribute to this conversation, apart from, oh, he's innocent, people are just trying to take him down, then babes, I'm sorry, but keep it straight. I'm tired of boy mums constantly defending their kids. And yeah, not every boy mum is the same. There are mums who are like, you know what, this is questionable. Hey, you were wrong for this. She doesn't strike me as that at all. And I don't know, it's just like, you need to also understand, because from basically what I've gathered from her statement, which we're going to go ahead and read anyways in just a second, is, you know, her child is innocent. That's what serial killers' mothers had said about their children. But the evidence proved otherwise. Do you know what I mean? You need to be careful. Better still, you probably shouldn't have made a statement, in my humble opinion, okay? Now, is it going to be hard to see your son highlighted in a certain way because you brought them into this world? Yes, but I do think that you need to also understand that there are plenty of people coming forward, not because everyone's just clout hungry and trying to have a moment. No, because in order for these stories to reach us, on a global scale, they have to be credible stories that checks out. Oh, I was there at the same time Diddy was there. I was at this restaurant. I was at this hotel. The story has to check out. It's not just random people saying, yeah, Diddy did this to me, and there's no evidence for it. You know, like, these are people who are like, they can recall the time, the year, the dates, what they were wearing, the smell. I think that she probably is more worried about the fact that, oh my God, he won't be able to provide for me financially anymore. He literally gave her mum $1 million and a Bentley for her 80th birthday. That's just one of the things that he would do for her, constantly funding her lifestyle, constantly buying her these luxurious things. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I can't tell someone what to do with their money for sure. But I mean, this just goes to show the type of dynamic they had and how he was able to constantly gift her stuff. Now, one thing that I find very weird about this, I don't know if it's just me, I hope you guys don't call me an ageist, but I do think it's insane to give an 80-year-old a Bentley. First and foremost, I do believe that she should probably redo her driving license, because there's a lot of 80-year-olds that I've seen who don't know how to drive anymore. Please do not come and take my life. Anyways, moving on. If you're a billionaire status, then sure, that's like light money to you, but I don't think he can actually provide that for you anymore, unfortunately, because he's got bigger fish to fry and plenty more cases coming forward, and they're not going to be cheap. Plus he has kids to take care of too. I do wonder what that's going to look like for them, like the dynamic. Are they going to have to like work a 9 to 5, like a real regular schmegular job? Are they going to, because I don't know, like being associated with the Combs last name, it is not the look. It's not going to take you to that place that you once upon a time thought it was going to take you. Things have changed. So I really am intrigued to know like what that looks like for them. Like I'm guessing he's put money away. I don't know how these things work. Let's just hope he was smart for their sake. Go and follow me over on Instagram. It's Keisha_. It will be on the screen for you guys right now. It's a fun time over on my Instagram. Not only do I look beautiful, I want to show it off to the world, because why the hell not? We all do it. I've been posting some stories where I feel like I'm connecting with you guys deeply, and I feel like I'm taking Instagram a lot more seriously than I've ever done. And despite me getting hacked, I'm still like, you know what? The show must go on, babes. No one's gonna stop my shine. Absolutely not. So do me a favor. Yes, you watching right now, because girl, my back has been hurting. Oh, Keisha, why is your back hurting? Because literally, I feel like I've been carrying the scene recently. To me, in my humble opinion. Okay, do me a favor and just go and show some love over on there. Give me a follow. It literally costs you nothing and takes what, less than 10 seconds. So what are you waiting for? People always look forward to me saying that part. You guys are weird. But yeah, make sure you guys go and follow me. I double dare you. Is the challenge accepted or not? Now let's go ahead and get on into the statement. So I have my laptop over here. So yeah, Sean Diddy, oh God, I'm tired. Like, sorry. Let me just put this disclaimer out there. I'm not tired. What am I tired of? I'm tired of the name. I am tired of the name. Am I tired of reporting on the stories? Sometimes, but I always come through and pull through. And the reason why I'm tired is because it's just like, can it get any worse? But yes, Keisha, it can. It can, and it absolutely does. So Sean Diddy Combs' mother releases bombshell statement after rapper's arrest. Sean Diddy Combs' mother has released a bombshell statement after his arrest. Janice Combs released a statement in defense of her son as he faces allegations of bleep, bleep, and bleep. You guys know at this point like what allegations he's facing, okay? She said that as a mother, she is saddened by what her son has been accused of. Now, is she wrong for that? No. I think that, to be completely fair here, I think that if it's your son that has been accused of something, your own child, your flesh and blood, who's been accused of something, it's gonna, I don't know though, because in this case, in my theory and my conspiracy is that she was aware of X, Y, and Z. Could she have been in the freak offs? In my opinion, honestly, wouldn't put it past her. Crazy is crazy, but that's normal in Hollywood. So, especially when your child is a billionaire worth billions and billions of dollars, and let's be honest, I think then comes a power dynamic. But is she allowed to be saddened by her son if she truly had no clue what he was getting up to? Sure, but I do believe there is like one video alone that just debunks that for me. And yeah, she then explained that she finds it heartbreaking what Combs is going through. She said, "I come to you today as a mother that is devastated and profoundly saddened by the allegations made against my son, Sean Combs." Is that you? Is that your vocabulary? Or is that a team that's close to Diddy? Either way, should have kept it. It's heartbreaking to see my son judged, not for the truth. All right, I'm just gonna stop you there. The video alone of him battering Cassie is enough to just want to look at him and see, he is capable of such chaotic, monstrous things, okay? I'm tired of mothers. I get it, I understand. People are gonna be like, Keisha, but you're not a mother though. It's not even that. Like, even though I'm not a mother, I still understand you're wanting to defend them, but there comes a time where you need to understand that they are not what you think of them. It's the same thing for serial killers too. Their mothers are always like, oh my God, but they were never this to me. Yeah, to you. Because for whatever reason, they had a soft spot for you. and they will never want you to see that side of them. You need to start getting familiar with these people's games now. Okay, cool. Also, there's like a lash that's kind of like in my eye. It's heartbreaking to see my son judged not for the truth, but for a narrative created out of lies. To bear witness to what seems to be like public lynching for my son before he has the opportunity to prove his innocence is a pain too unbearable to put into words. Like every human being, my son deserves to have this day in court to finally share his side and to prove his innocence. You know what it sounds like to me though? It sounds like no matter what it is that he says, you're already made up in your mind that he's innocent. And I think that just talking to someone with that type of mindset does more harm than good. You're automatically going to see him as an innocent being and as this angel and this pure being, but you have to also listen to the stories that are coming forward. It may be hard to listen to, but you have to. You have to understand what we're up against. You have to understand the allegations. You have to understand the crimes that he has done. Is it going to take you a while to come around to it? Sure, but you need to listen more than ever, okay? Now, is it fair that, okay, you should wait for his side? Sure, but my thing is, yeah, I'm not even confident that he is aware of what his story is going to be. Like, I don't even know what kind of vibe he's going to be coming with in court. Like, is it the vibe of I'm going to be dropping everyone down with me? Or is it the vibe of just constantly saying not guilty? And just like, they just want my money. They just want my money. Because what a lot of wealthy people do is always a thing of like, oh, they just want my money. You know, I'm in a position where I can fund a lot of people's lifestyles and I can change a lot of people's lives, and they just wanted that. I'm not really sure what kind of narrative is going to come with. Am I very intrigued to know? Absolutely. I don't know when this court is going to happen. I don't know when this court case is going to happen, but we as the public are allowed to feel a certain type of way. If new evidence comes through that make us differ and feel the complete opposite, sure. But at this point and at this stage, as I'm currently filming this video in October, I think it's only going to get worse. Okay? I get it, as a mum, you feel the need to constantly defend because maybe you feel like no one else is in his corner. I mean, his own lawyer is not in his corner. We say this, I don't think Annalise Keaton can even help Diddy with this one. Janice then mentioned that she realised her son has made mistakes in the past, which referenced footage from 2016, the whole Cassie situation. Janice said, not being entirely straightforward about one issue does not mean one issue. All right, let's break down that one said issue then, which again is referring to the whole Cassie Diddy 2016 surveillance footage, hotel where he's like literally beating her up, in my opinion beating her up to kill. Something is suspicious about that. She realizes her son has made mistakes in the past, which reference footage released in 2016 by CNN, where he appeared to assault his then girlfriend Cassie in an LA hotel. Janice said, not being entirely straightforward about one issue does not mean my son is guilty of the repulsive allegations and the grave charges leveled against him. But it's not just one though. That one situation is already enough for people to hate him, to look at him differently and to think that he's absolutely monstrous and disgusting. Because you don't feel him that way is up to you. But I do think that there is something very telling about this, in my humble opinion. Combs was arrested in September for sex trafficking, racketeering, conspiracy, and transportation to engage in bleep. He has denied the charges and has been denied bail twice. I don't know what he was thinking. Like, why would anybody feel comfortable with you roaming the streets and, you know, with the connections and the people that you're tied to, and, you know, you've got people who can go and send people to beat people. Like, why did you think that you were able to just roam the streets freely? Because what, you're Diddy? That doesn't mean anything when you're in prison anymore. That all of that was left from the second you were arrested. Let's be very clear. So let's just get that out the way. He's made mistakes in the past. We all have. Babes, my mistake was flipping... No, my mistake is probably saying that orange juice is better than apple juice. Babes, what? Have we, the public, made mistakes before? Yes, but not on this level. Let's not do that. And maybe some of you guys, but I can say for me, my conscience is clear. I can sleep at night. I'm not tossing and turning at nighttime knowing that I've literally betrayed people. I've done evil, violent things to people. No, the most I've done was probably chat a bunch of bleep about somebody. That's something a little bit more common amongst people. Not, you know, abusing people, taking advantage of your power. Oh my God, all these things that I want to say are going to get bleeped out. But you guys know at this point what the allegation made against Diddy. She said, it's important to recognize that none of us, regardless of our status, are immune to fear or mistakes. Not being entirely straightforward about one issue does not mean my son is guilty of the repulsive allegations and the grave charges leveled against him. Many individuals who were wrongfully convicted and later exonerated had their freedom taken away from them because they were guilty of the crimes they were accused of, but because they didn't fit the image of what the society considers to be a good person. Stop it. Stop it. You are digging a hole for yourself because, ooh, girl, they might take your ass to court. Like, okay, but I feel like you might know something as a mother. History has showed us how individuals can be wrongfully convicted due to their past actions or mistakes. You're saying it's mistakes, but he has not said it's mistakes. And even if he said it was mistakes, babes, we're not believing it. Condemn the public reaction to Combs' case, saying, watching the world make jokes and laugh at my son's life crumbling before our eyes is something I can never forget. Don't forget it. Don't forget it then. This will go down in history books as like one of the most intense cases ever known in Hollywood. Yeah, I mean, sure, don't forget it. You have no choice but to not forget it. It's truly agonizing to watch the world turn against my son so quickly and easily over lies and misconceptions. Okay, so what part of it is lies? Seeing as we're going to throw these words out there, then you please debunk a lot of these things for us, seeing as you know the nitty gritty and you guys probably kikied about it, because that's what it's giving me then. Without ever hearing his side or affording him the opportunity to present his side. It's not about us affording him. It's like the court, like when it's meant to be that Diddy speaks up from his perspective and point of view, then sure, the most we can do is listen, because I think a lot of people are curious to know, how is he going to get out of this one? What delivery is he going to come with? But that day hasn't happened yet. More things are coming before that day is even being presented to us. So we're allowed to feel, wow. We're allowed to feel like this is disgusting. This is cruel. This is gross. This is monstrous, demonic behavior. We are allowed to already have our opinions about you, about your son. And I think that what you're mad at is the fact that, yes, we are, you know, pissed off at Diddy and confused and see him as a literal monster. You're mad because that's your son and you feel like, the world might see it as like a reflection of you. To make matters worse, the federal government is now using these lies to persecute my son. This injustice has been unbearable for our family. The worst part of this ordeal is watching my beloved son be stripped of his dignity, not for what he did, but for what people chose to believe about him. Stripped? Are we going to use that word, stripped? I wonder how many people he stripped against their own will. Why are we not focusing it on that? I feel like you may have been aware of these freak-offs. I truly don't mean this in a disrespectful way. Trust me, if I was trying to be disrespectful, you guys would know it. But it was a couple months ago, you know, amid the whole Cassie lawsuit coming forward and the whole world knowing about it, where the mother was suffering with chest problems and was hospitalized, right? That was around the time when the world was getting familiar with the monster that Diddy is. I mean, I feel like this has been a known thing in the industry, but for us, the general public, for something to be confirmed and out there by a victim themselves, she was having heart problems. Chest problems. I hope that she's truly okay now. But I mean, the timing of that, maybe it was your chest's way of saying, bruh, he's about to go down. I don't know. Or maybe it's just old age. Maybe she just has health problems. I don't flipping know. But either way, I truly do believe that they knew the end would be near or is soon approaching. The 83-year-old ended her statement by begging Diddy's supporters, fans, colleagues, friends and the public to not judge him before you've had the chance to hear his side. She concluded, I beg you to think about those who have been wrongfully persecuted. I'm sorry, babes. Diddy does not fall in that same criteria or boat. He needs to fully be held accountable for that. You do the crime, baby. There's no reason why you can't do the time. Go and sit your ass cheeks down behind them bars. I don't care if there's mold in the cells. That is literally what you deserve. Feel bad for him all you want. We just don't want to hear about it. Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about why I feel as though this lady could have possibly been involved in these freak-offs. Now, I'm aware that by saying this, it's a very big claim to make. And again, if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. I'm going to constantly reiterate this is all alleged. There is a video that has been around for quite some time now, but is, you know, going viral as her statement has recently come out. There's a video of them too, where they are literally attached to, like, drips basically. You know, in the lawsuit, Cassie was saying that, you know, when they would have these freak-offs and they'd be intoxicated and, you know, it would go on for hours and hours and hours, there would be in so many drugs or whatever, the way that they'll be able to kind of like feel whole again or feel somewhat good afterwards is by having like liquid IV drips, and that's what they were having in this video. So here's a list of a few of the reasons why people use IV drips. It's good for hangovers, it helps increase energy levels, cardiovascular disease, stronger immunity, migraines, skin health. It says brighter glowing skin. Well, that doesn't apply to Diddy because he just never gave bright vibes. It was giving dull energy. It was giving dark, demonic. Demonic and bright do not go in the same sentence. So there's that. But here's a few things that he could have used it for. I'm going to assume that it was mainly for energy levels, for quote unquote hangover, migraines, because the freak offs were going on for hours and hours and hours. I wouldn't put anything past anyone. I wouldn't. And also the way that she looks, respectfully, I mean, based on these wigs alone, she's guilty of something. Another thing in that video, which for me is kind of low-key telling to some degree, is the white nail polish. I get it. Us babes love a white toe. We love the white nail polish. But because we're talking about Diddy, because we're talking about IV drips already, and because we're going to continue, but because we're talking about Diddy here, he loved to see like white nail polish on Cassie's skin tone and the contrast against like darker skin and the escorts and stuff. So if you really get on into these lawsuits that Cassie was saying, I mean, there were pages and pages and pages, but there's a lot of it already out there. If we get on into that, then you guys can see that this looks very strange. Now, it gets even stranger because they kiss on the lips. I don't care what nobody says. Like, I get it in some cultures, you kiss your dad on the lip. Sure, each to their own. Again, based on who we're talking about, it's just...
Love you too.
Who else is willing to bet that she was in these rooms? I believe that she may have been in these rooms. God knows what she was doing. Lord, I don't want to picture it. But either way, I wouldn't put it past them at all. This dynamic, it feels like there's some weird tension between the two of them. It's just weird because this is a mother and son, but the dynamic is off. If you guys go back to watch the video, then like this ain't the first time they've kissed before like this. Probably this ain't the first time she's probably seen. I don't want to continue in that sentence, but you guys get what I'm trying to get at. It's not something that I'm doing would want to start today. I get it in some cultures. It's, you know, a sign of respect. It's Diddy we're talking about though. You know, she's way too comfortable. She's way too, I don't know, man. I think money really does control people. I think money really does control people. If he was brokety-okety and had nothing to his name, I wonder what type of approach she'll be coming with. But because he funded her lifestyle, and I've literally mentioned that a few times in today's videos, because we have to understand that Diddy was not just a millionaire, but an alleged billionaire, or at least close to multi-million dollars, right? Had businesses, had shares, was making like what? Was it like what, 80 million a year just from like alcohol? Where it wasn't necessarily his own, but he was the face of it. So imagine when it came to his own businesses and Revolt as well. So safe to say he was making that shakoini. I will always find a way to like bust a joke. And just because everything's so intense, I like to just like have my channel feel a little bit lighthearted. Any opportunity I get. Kissing on the lips for me, I was like, okay. Now, it gets worse because Diddy was basically saying that like his mother is single or whatever, and basically saying that they like to go to the strip club together and that she's able to like touch the ground. Like, I can't remember what word was necessarily used, but you would have seen it at the start of this clip.
She ain't sitting in the house playing, outside moving and shaking, baby. She come with me to strip club. I don't care.
You know what? Maybe she should have been at home chilling rather than attending strip clubs with her son. At the age of 80, you still going to the strip club means you have no you don't have your priorities in order. And I get it, you can have fun at any age, but I do think going to the strip club in your 80s sounds insane. Why? Because it just is insane. Now, you can call me an ageist all you want, but you know deep down, this sounds very odd. What are you doing at these strip clubs is what I would love to know. And the fact that they keep going on in these clips about how like she's moving, she's crazy, like she's moving a lot, my mum can move. Elaborate for me, please, darling. Elaborate.
We out here moving and grooving. So my mom told me, she just said, keep moving, baby.
That's right.
Keep moving.
Don't stop.
She could touch the floor with her palms. You know? Flat. Oh.
But clearly in that household, there was never a boundary put in place. It was always like, my mom's a cool mom. I think we need to be careful as well. I think we need to be very careful. I think it's cool if you have a fun mum who is strict and sometimes lenient as well, you know, like a healthy balance or whatever, but also is able to put boundaries in place, there is no reason why you should be going to the strip club with your mother, let alone talking about certain moves and actions that she can do and the actions that are into more sexual things. Because it's not like you're talking about how she can dance, you know, and how she still got it with types of moves and everything. You're talking about in a sexual manner. What would she have said if he didn't have any shikoin? That is truly the question. Anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. What do you guys think about this whole situation? Like, I'm very curious to know. Also, go ahead and follow me over my Instagram. Till this day, I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of getting annoying now. People constantly ask me like, girl, we need hair details. I have a whole highlight reel on my Instagram and it's literally called hair. You can't miss it. You click it and I've provided you guys with the hair that I use. I provided you guys with how much it was, all of that fun stuff. And in fact, what I'm going to do is, because I'm in a good mood and because I don't have my nails on right now, I'm going to unravel one of these, not now, but over on my Instagram story. So definitely go ahead to my Instagram right now as this video is public and you would see me like unravel it and show you guys how to attach it, because a lot of people have been wanting to know. So yeah, I'll give you guys that because I'm in a good mood and why not? Anyways, guys, that's pretty much it for today's video. Again, drop your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. I've been your host, ItzKeisha, and I'll catch you guys real soon for a brand new video. Bye.